Hey there, everybody! Seth here. About time, too. Anyways, we're finally here with another Super Boss showcase and release for Zodiac Litchi. I honestly wanted to record and upload this yesterday. Couldn't find a good time to do it. My bad. On the bright side, I have a lot of energy right now, so I think this will be a good time. I'm actually pretty excited to release Litchi here. She turned out to be a bit better of a character than I expected. To mod, I should say. At least in, like, enjoyability and how she turned out. Making good progress on other projects yet to be shown, too, so you can look forward to that. Yeah, that's about everything I got off the top of my head here, so might as well just get right in to, Zodiac Litchi. And, today's test dummy is going to be Noelle, because she made us have very unfun times during the Mars run. Ugh! Okay. Might as well just go right into this. The usual, 8,000 health increase. That was way too awkward even for me. But, anyways, as of all super bosses thus far, Litchi has received 8,000 extra health, putting her up to a good 19k. Gotta love those, undubbed Japanese versus lines that Noelle has. I'll probably get to fixing those eventually. Maybe. Irrelevant, though. So, 8,000 extra health. As you can obviously tell by the fact her staff is spinning behind her, like, her CPM limited, Great Wheel is always active, so you can do, yeah. You can, fly the stick at people. And be very, very, very annoying. Which is what Litchi kind of specializes in. Right, sorry, took a minute to read off this here. This is another really, 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 oh my god, really big change list. We're gonna be here for a while, folks. Bear with me. In contrast, though, to the fact that Great Wheel is, in fact, active permanently, Litchi seems to have mastered the art of just, like, teleporting her staff and just manipulating it in ways not possible before. And this actually allows her to still use a vast majority of staff moves. For example, her staff 3C. We'll get more into that later, but it is, whoops. That finger to shoulder button. But, yeah, we'll get more into that little function later. Let's see. Do I have this listed down? No, okay. I should probably move this for tidiness sake, but, contrary to my prior statement, so, some of the moves that she can still use are, in fact, her 6D, her 4D, and her, is this J2D? I think this is J2D. Yeah, that's J2D, I think. I actually have her move list pulled up just to be doubly certain. Yeah, nice job, Seth. Maybe a little too energetic, sorry, folks. Yeah, J2D, so that's J2D. All of these are still usable despite her permanent Great Wheel. It does look weird because the staff does continue to spin behind her. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Reset the center here. All staff projectiles, not that you can really use her staff, like her send out, because it's more a question of her Great Wheel here. All these staff projectile levels, when the staff is flying, so Great Wheel, Ren-chan here. Projectile level's been up to 2, so it'll beat a good majority of weaker projectiles. So her ability to toxically zone you out has improved, should she choose to do that, although Litchi is much more rushdown oriented than camp you out with the staff. But, you know, camping with the stick is indeed an option, as I've demonstrated, and as the AI has demonstrated on me, unfortunately. Oh, here's a weird change, but I felt the need to do it, because, it was just a detail I noticed. Litchi had a 70% combo rate compared to, the standard 60 while she was staffed in Chrono Phantasma. And, so, basically, as a result, I set her combo rate to, 70 on her super boss here. I imagine most of you probably might not know what exactly character combo rate is. to be honest, I'm struggling still to understand it myself. I will say, however, it does somewhat affect your damage scaling in combos, and it does actually also affect the damage scaling of your opponent comboing you to a certain degree, if you set it high enough, I think, or set it high or low enough. To put into perspective, when Tao Kaka does her almost becoming 2 overdrive or her distortion back in the older games, it sets her combo rate to 30. And that's why her damage is usually so low during the install period. So basically what I did was, that's half normal combo rate, 30 from 60. I took Lychee's and set it to 70 because that's what it's 70 in CP when she's staffed. Okay, yeah, I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I did my best explanation possible, so I'll move on. I'm sure someone is going to correct me in the comments that end up doing more research than I do. I feel so proud of myself up until that point. Here we go. More universal stuff. Increase the overdrive duration. Standard super boss levels. 13 seconds full health. 22 at low health. That's nearly half a minute of overdrive. Lychee can do a lot with her overdrive. A lot can happen with this Lychee in 13 to 22 seconds. I'll demonstrate more of that later. I've seen that this Lychee mod is actually capable of some really stupid damage output on the right circumstances. Another thing, large speed increase. Since Arc System Works seems to love when they do female unlimiteds, the female characters tend to usually get like 50% speed increases. That just seems to usually be the fact. I didn't see that Lychee actually got one when she was unlimited according to the wiki change list, but I did increase her speed regardless. I will note that the speed increase is actually unknown to me even because Lychee doesn't actually have any like specified parameters for her run speed and stuff. By default, her walk speed is there, I think, but her run speed is not. So I went off of a rough estimate. I think I copied Tsubaki's running speed and then upped it by 50%. I think that's what I did. But regardless, she definitely does run faster. As someone fighting mostly barehanded probably should. I did want to make her a little more mobile, considering she's a hand-to-hand fighter. Something else, or well, something that is from the Unlimited Lychee. I forgot my disclaimer. How inconsiderate of me. I feel like an asshole. The Yin Yang Gauge down there from Unlimited Lychee. Does she have that in Calamity Trigger? Random question to ask right now, but I have to wonder if she had this in Calamity Trigger. I think it was just CS and onward. Forgot my disclaimer. Huge thanks to Baroque. Like, pretty bigger thanks than usual because Unlimited Lychee has a bunch of unlimited shit that trying to remake myself from scratch would have been a huge pain in the ass. So I really have to thank Baroque because I took all of that from his Unlimited Lychee mod, often shown in the Unlimited Mars Run videos. So gotta shout him out there. Your Lychee was a big help in making mine, so thank you. But yeah, the Yin Yang Gauge is there. Does everything it usually does in CS and CP, with a few extra things too. I increased the amount of moves, which I'll go into further detail later. I increased the amount of moves that actually get buffed off of Yin Yang stocks there. So that is a thing. For 3 dragons moves, when charged by the above... Oh, okay, that's just more disclaimer. That's yin-yang, gibberish, generic stuff. Obviously, yeah, the 3 dragons moves, 3 dragons, white, shit. 3 dragons, shit, yeah, that's nice. White, green, and red get more stun, etc. when they're charged by yin-yang gauge moves, that's basic shit. All of the following attacks will now add 1 increment to her yin-yang gauge on hit. That would be, one moment here, her 6A, her 6B, her 6C, which adds 2, 1 per hit, her 3C, and JC, as well as staffless JC there. And staffed 6A will also give you stocks. She can build them up pretty fast. I think that's more or less from CS. I think I added 1 or 2 moves on there that actually generate stocks.
Now don't keep me waiting.
Hopefully when I clicked and dragged the window so I could see my change list better didn't freeze the recording. That'd be terrible. Yeah, hold on, let me... I said this was gonna be better, and it kinda is, but at the same time, it's also pretty bad. Let me organize stuff here so I can actually read off this easier. Okay. We're ready. Another change I did to Litchi. Her backdash has been changed to actually be her, unlimited staff forward dash? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Weird teleport. I changed it into a backwards variant here. And you can actually do her second backdash, her backdash follow-up, which is the flip there, which actually gives you a very strong retreat and approach option, because if you do this, you can do... and then forward dash after the flip, and because of the increased air dash speed, you will go right back in. So you can do some really nasty stuff just with that alone. And the fact that the backdash sends you further means you can dodge more stuff. It also keeps all the invincibility of the staffed command dash from the previous Unlimiteds. So that is also a plus. Crush Trigger! You already fucking noticed this because I've accidentally fat-fingered a shoulder button. Crush Trigger will send out, upon the dragon hitting the ground, shortly after it will send down the spiking hit of Overdrive All Green. And this does actually track the opponent, so even if they're point blank, or if they're full screen, you can hit Crush Trigger, and just send a fireball right down on their skull to crush it and any hope they had of winning. Alright, moving along here, I think we're going at a pretty good pace overall. What's the recording sitting at? 11 minutes? We're making good time. I hope. Now we finally get to move on to the changes I did to some of her normals, along with some of the additional commands, etc., whatever. Her 5C is the staffless version, but it is a bit safer on block, like the staff version is. I can't really demonstrate... No, actually, it doesn't push very far away, so Noelle can't actually jab you out of it. Can she 5C punish? Whoops. Yes, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Really? Hold on. Shit. Okay, no. Well, you can... That did work. I guess if you mash 5C, it'll hit out of yeah, if you mash the 5C on Noelle here, that'll... So, it's safer, not super safe, but it is definitely safer than the old staffless 5C. So, this is going to be a running theme where I kind of mix together staffless and staff attacks, their best qualities, to make a composite version that takes the best of both worlds. That's essentially what this Litchi was supposed to be, more or less. A whole best of both worlds approach, which mixes the staffless and the staff versions with some other nasty shit in between to make a top-tier character into a disgustingly overpowered, shouldn't even be on the tier list character. Banned tier character. 6B, in contrast, is the staff oh, actually, it's the staffless version still. However, it does get the counter hit properties of the staff version and is just as safe on block as the staff 6B. Let's, just to make sure I'm informed here. Counter hit 6B with the staff will wall bounce on air counter hit. Okay, so I guess I have Noelle jump. Easy wall bounce. I say that as I fuck up. Nope. You can probably follow it up easily. Litchi runs really fast. So, there's that. 6C is even safer on block and has a harder knockdown. You can go for a 2C pickup there. That's usually my favorite route to go with this character because I don't actually have real Litchi combos, so I typically just do that. And then you can actually connect the 3 dragons after that for really good damage. Since the 6C will generate you 2 stocks, you'll get the enhanced version I'm going into random tactic stuff in the middle of my explanation on her normal changes. I should probably stop that. But yeah, you get plenty of time to pick up with just about whatever you want. Oh, is that combo actually? Oh, that's pretty nasty, actually. 4B, the move that I imagine most people don't use. And actually, this thing has really shitty horizontal range, I might add. Is the staff version only with staffless recovery and speed. I also boosted the starter rating, so in the off chance it does get a raw hit, you're in for a very awful time. Actually, I'm going to run up in 4B. Shit. I'm surprised I didn't point blank. I thought it couldn't before, but yeah. 2B is the staff version with the speed of staffless. I'm not sure if that came out properly. I can see the staff sticks out, but... I mean, the hitbox on her foot does seem longer, but... Yeah, I can't say I'm for certain on that one. That is the intended effect, though, so... Hopefully I did do it right. I did mess with that for a while. Not one of the things I needed to fix, like, hardcore, but... one I did want to make sure worked properly. 2C is obviously the staff variant, however, it has all of the cancel options, etc. of the unstaff version, which is why you can jump cancel it off of launching. You can do dumb 2C loops in the corner. How many times can I do that, actually? Oh, that's stupid. Oh, that almost worked, too. Let's see, yeah. So, 2C is super good now. JC is the staff version and has a spinning stagger effect on grounded opponents. This is from CS Unlimited, I think? The staffless JC is also usable still, and will do the same grounded stun effect. We'll get into that command later, though. Okay, 6D, or the new command for it, is actually back, forward, and A, so 4-6-A will get you the shoulder shove there. It is cancelable into any damaging special, and it actually has armor against everything not a projectile or a throw. The armor doesn't start on frame 1, but it does occur early in the move, so don't go trying to use this as an armor DP. This is a very, very good move now, though, as if it wasn't already, because it was already +3. But, now it has, like, armor against a lot of shit, and you can special cancel it. The first or the second hit, even. Apparently not the second hit. Okay, you can't cancel the second hit for some reason, apparently. Not sure why that is. Maybe I'll edit that prior to releasing this here. I'll look into it, perhaps. If it has a yin-yang stock, then it will actually stagger on the second hit, allowing you to follow up relatively easily with whatever you may want to. Notice that this puts her normal hit stun, but with a stock. She sits there staggered for a while. I think you can definitely do 60 off that. Right? Wait, staggered didn't work, what the fuck? But it worked before. There it is, what the hell? Oh, wait. Oh, it needs 2 stocks. Okay. This fucking thing... Huh, okay, I didn't note that down. I'm stupid. I noted that on the next move, awkwardly enough, but not on this one. That's embarrassing. But yeah, okay, it takes 2 stocks to power up 60 there. How much does it take for 3 dragons? 1. Huh. Yeah, I made it cost 2 because the powered-up version is so good. Next up we have 4D, or 4-6B. It gets the throw/foot invulnerability on frame 1, and the yin-yang powered-up version will give a closer ground slide and a harder knockdown for easier follow-ups. This is cost 2, like 6D does. Notice she doesn't go nearly as far, so you can actually follow up without having to dash. J2D, or J22C, will give a hard knockdown, and actually has more block stun, meaning the second hit is even safer than it already was, because Lychee definitely needs more safe options. Tsubame Gaishi, her DP, 623D. Now sports knockdown time. Can combo off of it even if mid-screen now, which is really stupid. How do you do that, though? You just kind of run up and do whatever you want, apparently. Run 2C. Yep, 2C works. So, yeah, you can combo off her DP now.
Now don't keep me waiting.
3 Dragons Green, 236B, will do up to 4 hits now instead of 1. And the air version as well. That is a... Actually, I don't think I should really specify which are unlimited changes that I carried over, because that seems kind of like, just seems like extra padding here. Contrary to that, we have 3 Dragons Red, 236C, which jumps lower, so that it'll actually help with hitting people raw or when they're crouching, because I did notice that this is an overhead, yet it actually flies over most crouching characters, which makes very little sense to me, but that's been more or less fixed. As you can see, that was a very clean overhead hit on Noelle here. She has a pretty small crouching animation. It will work on, I think I tested Carl and Jume, too. This will actually catch them crouching as well.
Now don't keep me waiting.
One other thing about 3 Dragons to all of them, including... Shit. There's A here. They all have frame 1 invulnerability to attacks that they would more or less dodge or overall just, like, generally beat in general, just to kind of reinforce that. I'm not sure why I went through with that, now that I think about it, but it's there. So, 3 Dragons White has head and body invulnerability for frame 1, so... Let's actually have Noelle do... This is body property, right? Shit. Yeah, so as you can see, it goes right through the 5C and hits her low. 3 Dragons Green has foot and head invulnerability. Wait, what? Oh, right. Rising Kick. So, it's an anti-air. Even more so now. And the foot invulnerability is because she jumps. 236C, 3 Dragons Red gets foot and body, so theoretically that should be, yeah, that beats 5C too. That's actually very disgusting, Seth. You might want to nerf that at some point. If enough people comment that I should change that, I will. Don't worry about it. Ren-chan, one of the staff moves that is usable, despite having Great Wheel. Ren-chan C has B version startup, and B has C's recovery, so they're more or less the same, in that they're both equally fast, and they just send the staff in different possessions, so that one is not outright better than the other. The staff will actually float slightly higher on hit. The hit stop on it has been tripled, giving you time to, if you say hit point blank, maybe run up and do something. 4 Winds, another usable staff move, and by far one of my favorites to actually just randomly whip out. Has 2 different commands, one for the anti-ground, for the anti-air version, and one for moving across the ground, so you can use whichever one on a whim. Staff setting isn't a thing anymore, but you can actually, obviously you can send the staff out with Great Wheel, and then do 4 Winds, or you can actually Tsubame Gaishi to quote-unquote place the staff, and then do 4 Winds, and it'll attack from the placement position. Making it very useful for controlling space, and overall just, even just catching opponents on wake-up, so you can do dumb shit to them off of that. And, obviously both versions of 4 Winds here, regardless if you do ground or air, have the better recovery and startup of each other. And, in addition, the land version does 7 hits like the anti-air version, and they both do more damage. So... Wow, I buffed the fuck out of that move. Oh boy, straight through! Half circle back. Nope. Half circle forward. And A. Or B. Or C. Straight through can actually cancel into itself or other variations of itself 3 times by pressing A, B, or C after the staff launch, so you can do stuff like, shit. A, B, or ABC, BCA. The possibilities are limitless. It is a bit sticky though, you kind of gotta tap the button to make sure it doesn't use up 2 at once, because it will do that. So if you get only 2 staff launches, that is unfortunately why. The input reg is very sensitive about that, kind of like that. But you do get 3 staff movements per use of straight through. And you can mix and match however you want to control the screen, because for some stupid reason this move is actually not considered a projectile, so it'll go through shit like Tager's Sledge or Bullet Mikilet, which... that's just not cool, man. That's miserable. Trying to approach the bullet, and she just frickin' shoots the stick out at me and whacks me in the face. From full screen.
Now don't keep me waiting.
What are we doing on time? 25 minutes. Wow, I am just casually trying to roll through this. Alright, onto distortions, new inputs, and the like. I changed all green's command because the whole 8-4 fucking whatever the hell it is. I'm actually gonna look. It's really stupid and picky. Let's use D-pad. I don't use D-pad. 6428C. Yeah, I just changed that to a 360 motion because I found that a hell of a lot easier to do. I imagine most people probably do. And you will notice that similarly, it's basically I hybrided between the unlimited version in Continuum Shift and the overdrive version in CP. Because you get the triple pillar from Continuum Shift, but then you also get the final overdrive hit from CP, although it is prone to whipping if you're positioned in an odd fashion. It can connect, the entirety of it can connect with proper spacing though. Like this? Yeah, there we go. So, a composite version of Continuum Shift Unlimited and CP Unlimited / Overdrive. And in addition to all of that, the all green pillars can't go off screen in the corner either. Which means the full move will always hit when cornered for 4K, or however much it's going to tack on your combo. 13 Orphans! The staff rush is obviously usable as described, well not specifically described, but implied earlier. It only has a single version though, which basically combines the D and C? What is it? What is it based off of? Oh, the 5D and the 2D variation. So it punches like 2D and then it goes into the spinning attack of the 5D set version. So the bright side about 13 Orphans is actually, before I updated her again, before this video obviously, using a staff move like 3C here or staff 6A would actually, or even just Great Wheel, during 13 Orphans would cause it to stop and completely waste it. That is no longer the case. I have made it so that 13 Orphans, while it is active, will disable your staff usage until the move is completed, so you don't have to worry about accidentally fat-throwing during a staff move and wasting 50 meter after already using 13 Orphans. So that is luckily something I have fixed. I don't know a lot. Something in my throat is bothering me. Oh yeah, it used to be like that in older games too, I forgot. It did the punches and then the spin normally.
Now don't keep me waiting.
Wait, what? Hold on, I just encountered a piece of gibberish text on here. Oh. Okay. Ugh, really need to keep things in order. Okay, moving on. Again with the throat clear. Jesus, hold on, let me...
Now don't keep me waiting.
Hope you all enjoy true lovemaking in the background, by the way.
Naughty boy.
Obviously, as per usual, I'm going to include the music mod, similarly to Asriel, for the SNK versus Capcom music here. This replaces Litchi's CP music, so Oreos and Flower 2, which I don't think... Forgive me if I say this and you do like the song, but I personally think that a lot of people probably don't care too much for her CP theme. Okay. That tangent's done. Next up, we have Exceed Excel. More or less the global super boss change of it always having the fast startup, and it's automatically, by default, the active flow variant. I actually found Litchi's Exceed Excel to be very, very weak, so I buffed the damage, the minimum damage. The Exceed Excel actually has 60% minimum damage, so very, very great for combo ending in Overdrive. I kind of have to make the Exceed Excel super good, because the Overdrives of the super bosses are very good. And so, to have a move end your Overdrive prematurely, I have to make it worthwhile using, and that's a little insight on why I buff the Exceed Excel the way I do. Also because active flow versions are typically very cool. And I like looking at them. Right, onto the staff move commands I haven't gone over yet, which I really should have just moved that higher up on the change list. Just a little revision for me to do on the release file. Oh well. So we got staff 6C as 4C. Works just the same as it usually does. 1C is, as I described, staff 3C. One thing to note about staff 3C here, though, is that if you space it properly, I think it is, maybe in the corner, or if you... on a grounded opponent? I can't quite remember how to get it to consistently do it. This can hit 3 times now. Staff 3C. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got the second hit. Not sure how that consistently works or not. Well, regardless, you can get 3 hits off of that, up to. And as already noted, we have staff 6A as 4A. Which, yeah, that has range. Oh, actually, because I saw the AI do this, if you move Great Wheel over... Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. Oh my god. You can just set with Renchan C and then do 4A for a full screen overhead.
Now don't keep
Okay,
me waiting.
glad I pointed that out. And then, of course, we have Staffless JC with the same, more or less, hit effects. This is J2C, which actually has a soft knockdown on air hit now, as well as the grounded spin state on hit akin to the staff JC. Litchi's old unlimited 1D parry still exists. Will guard point anything that isn't a grab or a... yeah, that isn't a grab. And every time she blocks a hit with it, she gets a stock. And you can spam the shit out of it for multi-hit moves. Let's have Noelle do Fenrir. Shit. Or was Fenrir... No. Really, Seth?
Now don't keep me waiting.
I knew it was fucking D. Okay. There we go. Shit, mistimed it. Wow, I just got 25 stocks for free. That's fun. Obviously, she has her 2-2A charging from her unlimited that lets her give herself 3 stocks as well, in case you don't get enough stocks from hitting them with C moves or the like. Another thing you're probably wondering about is the 3 Dragons White, this move right here. That is, in fact, the unlimited version. You have both. I figured just having the unlimited flying kick version replace the old one seemed more or less like a downgrade, because this one doesn't hit low. and this just generally has other merits too. So, if you do 214A, you will get the unlimited version of 3 Dragons White, which can go into the others, obviously, as normal. You can also cancel into another chain of them, so you can actually do 6 3 Dragons in a row by just going ABC and then unlimited ABC. If you time it properly. Oh, Baroque, I'm so thankful for your unlimited Litchi. Because we're getting into more stuff I had to port from that. Zodiac Dash. I have changed this to, or was it already 46C? I think I had to change this. Or I think that was actually already 46C. Regardless, it's her CP command dash with all of its follow-ups, which includes the side switch, the low kick, which I don't think you can even combo off of unless it's counter hit for some reason. Shit. The Palm Strike, which has an extremely strong wall bounce and is extremely obnoxious to deal with. And also does a lot of damage. And then we have the cross-up Palm Strike, which is even worse than the C Palm Strike. And all of her Zodiac Dash follow-ups, except for the dodge and side swap, are affected by the yin-yang gauge. I should probably pre-charge this a bit now. I'm not sure how many, it doesn't say how many stocks they cost. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so the yin-yang powered version of 46C and then the B follow-up for the low kick is the same as 236A. I probably should have showed that off a bit more. Oh, that pushback though, that's gross. Oh, you can cancel it though. Alright. No, that was more or less, I went over that. More or less just like a general change. I think it's more or less the same as the Aura version of 226A. 46CC! The Palm Strike launches higher before the wall bounce, and also costs 1 stock for enhancing. Please stop resetting, Seth. Yeah, that worked. I think. Also does more damage, obviously. The yin-yang charge moves do, in fact, do more damage.
Now don't keep me waiting.
And the D cross-up Palm Strike is more or less the same. Although it seems like a bit more noticeable to me that it sends higher. Although the staff dash is her default back dash, you can also do a normal forward version with 214D still. So you have a forward teleport and a backwards teleport. Looks kind of fancy if I do say so myself. Nothing else to really note there. The part that I assume most people have been waiting for since they watched the other videos.
Now don't keep me waiting.
The Dragon Kick. Obviously taken with careful consideration from Chie in Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax. This is 22C. It is very slow. The hitbox on this is actually fucking gigantic. I will say that much. Let me see. Yeah, I flew over her head, basically, and that's still connected. Does a ridiculous amount of damage on hit. Cannot be comboed into unless you do, like, a counter hit or something. Typically, my go-to method is counter hit 2C. And then you delay for a bit. Links almost every time for 5k.
Now don't keep me waiting.
The 4.5k damage is in fact... Oh, that's counter hit shit. This move has 100% minimum damage. It will always, it is unaffected by scaling. So if you land this in a combo, you get the full kick damage. And launches into the stratosphere on hit. Okay, yeah, I did note everything down here. And if that wasn't bad enough, the Dragon Kick can be boosted with use of yin-yang stocks, although it takes the most stocks to boost at a whopping 5 stocks. However, doing so will make it do even more damage, and you can combo off of it because it launches higher. And just to add insult to injury... Shit, she was on the ground. It's air unblockable while charged, unless you use barrier. I will note that this is probably the biggest source of just her jank in general, because there's just a lot of really stupid stuff you can do if you land raw Dragon Kick. Actually, can you get a distortion follow-up off this? No. You can, however, get a distortion follow-up off the charge version. Fuck. Nope. Really fucking this up, Seth. I feel like the video quality has declined as this recording is going on. So I should probably try to hurry up, although we still got our overdrive to go over. There we go. You can definitely land that if you time it a bit better. Okay. New distortions. Coming in from Continuum Shift onward, we have 4 Concealed, which I have actually based this Litchi more or less around the CP voice pack mod, which allows her to say... Because she actually does have an unused voice line for that somewhere in there, surprisingly enough. So I put that to use. It is the Guilty Gear Jam Punch into the Moon. I think I updated the minimum damage on it because it has such a short range to make it better for combos. Not much more about that. Ah yes! The completely new move I made for Litchi in 236-236B. Do I even want to try and pronounce the name of this? Good lord. Kaisen Dankairaku. Sounds good to me. Is a new distortion, and actually I did make a mistake in the Unlimited Mars video. This actually had full invulnerability, as in the invulnerability lasted even after recovery, so she was unpunishable during it. That has been fixed. This move does not have invulnerability after this little startup animation now, so you can't use it as a high damaging reversal. It's more or less to be used as a combo ender. Can Noelle hit me out of that with 5Z? Okay, I think I just duck under it, so probably not the best example. Oh, try 2C. Try 2C stuff. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, you can be hit out of it. Anyways, Kaisen Dankairaku.
Oh, you're cute. Oh, you're cute.
I think it looks pretty good. That is a move I lifted from another fighting game character. This one's a bit more mainstream, though. I think a couple of you, if you are fighting game aficionados, will probably catch maybe what I pulled that move from, what or who I pulled that move from. So, this'll do a 2B sweep into a bunch of rising kicks. And then Litchi will spike them down and catch them on her back throw animation to deliver a forward throw kick. Oh, actually, I listed down what this is from in the change list here. That's fine, I guess. And last but not least, for new distortions, we have her overdrive distortion from CP, all green slash the firing of the laser. Fucking Shinku Hadoken. Not really much more to say on that. This move is pretty obnoxious, though. It has pretty high chip damage by default. So, you can use it. How much does this chip out for? Did you see how much that chipped for? Good lord! Holy shit! Okay, yeah, that's hella obnoxious. You want to barrier block the shit out of that. Last but not least, before we go through her overdrive changes, we have a change to the Astral. that I did describe in my Mars run, but we're going to go over it again for the sake of this video. As you're probably more or less aware if you're looking at a Litchi video, that she can't astral without, she has to stand on her staff first. Since that obviously doesn't exist, I copied the CS Unlimited route and gave her the ability to astral with half circle forward B without having to be on the staff. However, if Litchi misses the first kick, she will jump off of screen and do a second kick in an attempt to catch the opponent off guard. And if she whiffs the second kick, then she gets fucked up. Yeah. But yeah, that's more or less just a little gimmick gag thing to catch your opponent off guard, in case they don't see it coming. Works great on the AI too, obviously, because they don't like to randomly block shit like that either. How long are we on this shit for? 45 minutes! Good god, probably all these stupid little, like, side tangents that go off on. My apologies. We're on the home stretch, though. Because now we get to talk about her extremely stupid overdrive. Might as well set the overdrive timer to unlimited so I don't have to keep activating it. Zodiac Litchi's overdrive grants the following changes. For one thing, she gains the abilities of her character upgrade from the old CS Abyss Mode Dragon Club. But because she doesn't have staff or unstaff modes, she actually gets both effects by default, because Dragon Club in CS Abyss, I think this is her, that's her character upgrade, CP2 actually. Dragon Club, in case you aren't aware, makes her automatically regenerate meter if she has, if she's unstabbed. If I go into overdrive, she'll start to passively gain heat. And if she is staffed with Dragon Claw equipped in Abyss mode, she gains 50% more damage. So basically, because there is no staff unstaff for this Litchi, she gains both benefits by default, meaning that overdrive will give her a flat 50% damage increase in addition to regenerating heat. A very, very disgusting combination, a very, very disgusting character already. Additionally, enhanced yin-yang moves don't cost any meter. So you can spam enhanced dragon kicks, which do 9k damage because of the damage bonus and the enhanced yin-yang. Oh my god, that hitbox is so dumb. However, you cannot just spam instant yin-yang moves as you please by default. You do need to have the required number of stocks in order to use the enhanced version. However, obviously, since it does not deplete stocks on use, you can just keep using them after that. But if you try to do enhanced, say, 6D with no stocks, you'll get the normal version. But if you charge and have more than 2 at any given time in overdrive, you can constantly use these enhanced moves to your leisure. 1D parry and 2-2A give do the parry, Litchi. She doesn't feel like cooperating, apparently. Parry and 2-2A will give double the gauge, so 6 for 2-2A and 2 per hit parried. In overdrive. 3 dragons, green and red, shit, are both jump cancelable. A little hard to, there we go. Shit, didn't mean to reset there. On hit or even on block. Probably the best idea to go over her head like that. Let's see. Tsubame Gaishi is a miniature 4 concealed. The initial hit is, anyways. Oh, that's disgusting. That's the 3k DP I think that she can combo off of still. Can she combo off of it still? Please tell me she can. Oh, that's so not cool, Seth. Come on, man. You really had to do people like that? Oh, man. Okay. Moving on. Straight through, half circle forward, slash button. The stance guard point will start on frame 1, and now also catches lows, in addition to other types of attacks. And the follow-ups, A, B, and C, have their counter hit knockback by default. For entertaining situations. Ren-chan, both versions, become multi-hit until they land, so you can do shit like this. Or that. Four Winds gets increased block stun and chip damage. Too much more than it already was. Does give you more advantage on block though, so you get more time to do dumb shit while it's up. Dragon Kick can be super cancelled and Litchi turns to face the opponent upon landing. Okay, this I have to show in more detail. I'm not sure if I'll be able to land the full thing or not, but watch this bullshit. We take Enhanced Dragon Kick. We get Noelle in the corner. I think this is doable mid-screen too, that's the worst part. Watch this shit. Oh, she blocked it. Whoops. Alright, try that again. Dead. 13k damage off 2 moves. Let's see for certain if that's doable mid-screen. Oh my god. So if Litchi is in overdrive and lands a raw dragon kick, you die. Okay, it has to be enhanced. Okay. She needs to do the enhanced version at least. She needs to have yin yang and overdrive, but still. The damage on that gets even worse because you can actually stock an overdrive 4 concealed after the dragon kick and before the exceeding cell, and it will do 22,000 damage. That is enough to outright kill Enchant Dragon off Asriel. And basically any super boss, because the max health I'm going to put on, like, pretty much all of them is 20,000. So this Litchi is capable of outright killing other super bosses off of 1 move in overdrive. Okay, that's enough about Dragon Kick, though. Zodiac Dash. This is now frame 1 invincible. And the A cross-up follow-up is frame 1 invincible and recovers fast. Did I just freeze my fucking game? I swear to God. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Okay, so overdrive Zodiac Dash A follow-up causes the game to crash. Consistently, it would seem. God damn it, Litchi. Seems my work with these mods is never done. When I think these characters are finished, something else comes up that I need to fix. That'll obviously be patched in the release, linked in the description here, so don't worry about that. That's something for me to worry about before I upload this. But the A follow-up, the cross-up follow-up, is frame 1 invincible and recovers faster. So we'll just move on. The C and D follow-ups, the palm strikes, will guard crush and force a fatal counter. Really? That's kind of gross. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of guard break time too. If she's not blocking, she eats the fatal counter. Huh. Alright, if I were better, I'd be able to connect off of that. Right, overdrive distortions, and then we're done. I hope you're all excited for that. We'll start it off with overdrive 13 orphans. Yeah, it's about as simple gets. It does a few more punches and some more damage overall. A lot higher, apparently. Wow. Hold on, let's do it point blank. Wow. Okay, then. I'll be honest, I kind of wanted her, you know, since during the Exceeding Cell, her and the staff both do a Dragon Kick, I actually wanted to have that. I wanted to add that off of the spinning attack, but the staff figure doing that kick doesn't actually have a hitbox on it, so it's, yeah. Unfortunate, but I guess it saved me time, technically, to not have to go and pursue something like that, because this staff is a bitch to modify. Like, the way the staff and, like, Carl's, like, Nirvana and Ignis work, like, good god. It's so annoying for, probably not even just myself to mess around with mod-wise, probably other people, too. Any case, next up is Overdrive All Green. We'll send out, so normal All Green actually sends out 2 non-Overdrive pillars and ends with an Overdrive pillar. Overdrive All Green sends out 3 Overdrive pillars. And the spiking hits of each will track the opponent so that they never miss. Although they do seem to, Noelle did seem to tech right out of that, so I guess that is a strictly combo ending distortion. All terminals! Oh, I love Overdrive All Terminals. All Terminals will actually do the staffed version All Terminals on top of the regular Overdrive version. For, massive levels of punishment. Nice. Oh my god, did I actually forget? I forgot one very important change. How could I be so absolutely dumb? It slipped my mind because for some reason it's not listed here. But, you can feint all terminals, and by feint, I mean, cross-up. Cross-up all terminals. If you do all terminals, and you hold down C, Litchi, similar to the Zodiac Dash cross-up palm strike, will go through the opponent and hit them from the opposite side. The cross-up is invulnerable, so it can be helpful if you need some more, intangible time to go through what your opponent is doing with all terminals. I can't believe I forgot to mention that earlier. I need to note that down right now, actually, so I don't forget about it again. Because that is actually pretty embarrassing. Litchi moves. You know, I probably should have edited me out doing that, but oh well.
Be gentle,
Whew, good thing I caught that, because if I had forgotten to note that, I'm just going to be very angry, because that means I more or less have to... I guess I can just put like a pinned comment or something if I forget something like that. Next up, we got Overdrive Laser. Does 150 more damage for every 10 yin-yang stocks that Litchi has. And it will actually deplete 1 from the gauge every successful hit that she gets. How much would this do if I have 50? Is she blocking? Nope. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Okay then. That makes me so sad. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Overdrive 4 Concealed, I love this too, and I fucking fixed this too. Yeah, you're not gonna fall out of it next time I do it on you, Noelle. That's for fucking sure. At least I think so. I think I fixed what's wrong with it. So Overdrive 4 Concealed is actually a string of 3 strikes before the, you get a elbow strike, a shoulder shove, and then an uppercut into the air for massive damage that you can combo off of because it sends people to the moon. And of course, because it launches so fucking high, you can exceed Excel afterwards. Dead. Because why not? And then Overdrive 236-236B. Well, might as well just let it play out myself here. will end with a dragon kick at the end for extra style points. I think this has a ton of corner carry, too. Yeah, that's probably Litchi's best combo ender, I think. I think I gave it a ton of minimum damage, too, to facilitate that, because it's not invulnerable at all. With that out of the way, excluding some of the stuff I have to fix, that I found out last second, luckily, before having put this out, that's just about it for Zodiac Litchi. Probably not the most popular character, but I guess people are probably going to appreciate, some of the lesser than main cast getting some modding attention here. And for some reason, I just felt like modding Litchi, even though I hate her. But, I do hope that you find her fun to use. She's not going to be fun to fight against, I can tell you that much without even needing to, like, hope and pray, whatever. No, you're not going to have fun fighting this if it's on the CPU. It's going to be a miserable time. You're not going to have fun at all. You're going to want to uninstall your game. But, that's about it. And, yeah, download for Zodiac Litchi will be in the description, along with the, True Lovemaking theme replacement music mod. There will be more super bosses to come, obviously. I am far from done with them. Just taking a little while to make sure they're patched up, etc. Trying to figure out which videos to do in which order. Just general stuff like that. And before I delay this outro any longer, I'm gonna go ahead and end things off with an Astral. So, hope you continue to enjoy my mods and my videos. Catch you in the next upload.